everyone, welcome to part 5 of The Light Was Yours, the visual audiobook. My name is Zoe Lola, poet and author of The Light Was Yours, and today we're going to be continuing with hate poems. As always, if any of these poems stand out to you and you'd like me to analyze it, please comment below and I will choose one poem to analyze this week. Otherwise, let's get started. You cannot sweep me under a rug. I am the biggest elephant in the smallest room. You will see me. You will hear me. You will acknowledge me. Or I will kill. Featherweight champion, too weak to smash my heart with your own fists. Do you know that would have hurt less? Your hug was full of stick pins. The plate you made was poisoned. With you, I'd never pretend. The venom on my tongue is your evidence for a witch hunt that won't ever end. I took your empty token, a cup for tea from your vacation. You knew it was my favorite. I bet you bought it in the airport. The mean mug on my face is your evidence for a witch hunt that won't ever end. My fingers, did you freeze them? They still reach for you like Adam. All I wanted was my lungs back. They were stifled with no smoke vent. The fire on my breath is your evidence for a witch hunt that won't ever end. It won't ever end. If there is any poison in me, it's because you mixed it in my bread and dripped it in my water. You had me on an IV to keep that toxic drug pulsing through my veins. You spun me around, made me dizzy, went to great lengths just so I'd see the world how you wanted me to see it. But that's not all. You also poisoned the well, so the whole world was under your charming, cunning spell. And you made sure they saw me as you deemed fit. It was never my venom. It was always your narrative. Suspended in a senseless space, she made the borderline her home. Maybe you are the problem. Maybe you should try harder to see why we all leave. I don't think you are bad. I think you are blind to yourself. And sometimes that is worse. You grew out, not up, like a Venus flytrap. I had honeyed skin, so I couldn't take a step without you hinging, clinging to my honeyed legs, to touch, to taste, to eat with your hands. You wanted me to fill the void of your therapist or your dad. I refused again and slipped out of your hands, but hunger outruns indifference. When they ask me why I'm bitter, I say, so he knows that I won't heal him. I hope you don't think of me. I don't want to live in your imagination or your memory. I don't like it there. With just one touch, you marred your immortal soul. Was a desire so temporal with a burden so eternal? Did you not learn from Eve? At least she was invited. But no one offered you the apple or stated it was yours, pronounced that you could have it, or said yes. It is so unfortunate that the consequence of sin is death. One day I'll rise from your ashes and make a cape of my white flag. Till then I lean into the ingenue to triple check if you regret. But by and by you take the dare to strike my other cheek. Don't you know by now, my dear, you corroborate my testimony? I slip you the pages for you to write the script, and you're so dumb you think you've won by exhibiting your strength. I think it's most egregious how your defense is sitting duck. You'll set the scene for your boys and ask, would you have lost this luck? It is exhausting to be angry all the time, to always be on edge, to tiptoe across linoleum floors and peek around cinder block corners. I didn't even notice how lightheaded I was from holding my breath for so long. I couldn't tell how my teeth had dulled from grinding, how tension called my shoulders home. Like a cop with his hand on his holster, perceiving threats both real and imagined. Like a lifeguard perched on their tower, unsure where play meets reckless behavior. I never settled with the dust, forever anticipating the next earthquake. A save the date would not have saved me. Prediction is futile, without escape. Why were all the women watching from their windows while she waited? Weeping, wishing, warning. When will they come? The day-to-day monotony is driving me insane. You left so much of you inside of me. Please come pick it up. At last, they broke their silence to tame their senseless fight. I must admit, I'm still eager to hear those words. You are right. Instead, they said, tensions are fraught, so please, let's end this war. But not for she to keep the peace and the ways of before. You made me a villain so you could play the hero. It was backwards from the start. I've only defended while you've thrown blow after blow. I've written treatises and compromises that you said were too complicated. I've said sorry after you've cursed me, prayed for forgiveness for your sins, put my needs last while you shouted, all or nothing. You knew I couldn't give you all, but you were willing to kill us both for your unwavering ambitions. And somehow I only just realized I'm not the villain. With that, we're going to conclude this week's reading. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like me to analyze any of those poems, comment below and I will choose one to do this week. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week for our next reading. Bye.